course, one of the most talented baseball players in history recently passed away. Swift, Pete Rose, with over 4,200 hits in his major league career, died. But of course, he was more remembered for not being included to the Baseball Hall of Fame because of gambling indictments. And ever since the decision was made in the early 90s not to, to banish him from any opportunity from getting into the Hall of Fame, the talk was that he was going to be accepted once he passes. Now that he has passed away, Pete Rose will be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in the next decade. Straight facts or blacks?
I say, bro, relax, because Major League Baseball, they are bullish, they're hard-headed, they are stuck in their old ways. They believe in protecting the game, making the game look pure, and clean. That's why they suspend all these players for steroids. Look at it, Sammy Sosa can't get a standing ovation because of steroids. Mark McGwire, so they banished all these great players. Just because of the steroids issue, and they view betting and gambling on games as like the cardinal sin, especially with Pete Rose. They said Pete Rose bet on his own team, bet against them, not bet against them, bet on them, and he was the manager at the time also. So they see that as definitely a cardinal sin. And Major League Baseball, they all about keeping their brand blemish free. Now, if it was the NFL, maybe. But Major League Baseball, they all about keeping their image clean and sparkle free. So that's it.
You guys on board with Swift there? Because I think that because they have done a lot of changes to speed up the game, they're putting a stop to the shift, which at first I hated, but now I like it because I think that there might be a changing of the guard. I mean, like RC, you were talking about the old blood that was NFL ownership. I think that we are seeing new blood, new emphasis, new voices to Major League Baseball. And truthfully, because I'm still torn on this, because I think the issue was Pete Rose betting as he was manager. And there isn't a determination on whether he bet against his Cincinnati Reds to lose while he was manager. It'd be like Tim Donaghy.
Oh no, it's not like Tim Donaghy. I think Pete Rose. I got a chance to go to Cincinnati, and I'll never forget this: to walk the halls, to look at the banners, to be right in there. That man deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and he will because of the human element. They like him dead more than they do alive. I'm gonna repeat that again. It's something about humans. They love the dead more than they do the living. So it'll tug, it'll make great storylines, it'll bridge the gap. It's just something about this gonna rear its ugly head and he'll get in there, and that's sad. Because in that Hall of Fame, you have all types of people. You have more than just cheaters, if you want to call him that.
Sure.
Donahue was an official who altered basketball history, because I don't think Kobe and Shaq gets any of that, what they got without that.
Right.
Pete Rose, before he did what he did, he was a manager all washed up. He was a dog. It has nothing to do with what he did in baseball and what he contributed. It's kind of like Barry Bonds' forehead going from this small to this wide. It has nothing to do with this hand-eye coordination. That guy has natural God-given ability, and he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame.
But is Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame?
No, he's not.
No, but I'm saying he deserves to be there. So
that's why I was thinking Pete Rose and Barry Bonds. If they hold these guys that took steroids, they don't have nothing to do with making them hit better. Them guys are already gifted.
It's people in the Hall of Fame that's taking steroids. All right.
Come on,
is Roger Clemens in the Hall of Fame?
No.
I mean, we know those people are not, but it's people prior to that is not in the Hall of Fame. There are people that we don't know of now that took steroids that are in the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They cheated, but they ain't get caught. It's about getting caught.
All I'm saying is
A-Rod. They talking about A-Rod might never get in.
And that's fine. But in Pete Rose's case, prior to him being the manager, he was one of the greatest hitters of all time. Okay,
the greatest.
You don't take that from him. You have racist people in the Hall of Fame that did not want black people to play baseball. So what you gonna do with them? Okay, so
because they don't view racism as a cardinal sin. I feel like they view betting on a team throwing games as a cardinal sin.
But
that's just how it is. That's what I really think. I don't think they view that
let me
as the ultimate.
Well, let me finish what I'm saying. If you can criticize Pete Rose for gambling, you can criticize somebody for being racist.
Yes, indeed.
But that's what I know. But I'm telling you, in Major League Baseball, I think they don't care about your views.
And that's
I think they care about they care
about if I may,
the cleanness of the game. It's the American sport. I mean, they care about the blemishes on the game. If you're throwing games, cheating the game, taking steroids.
But just because Pete gambled, who said he never gambled against his own team? Now,
we don't know that.
Well,
they said,
we don't know that.
They don't know that for sure.
Wait a minute. No, listen, because people have pulled the stats and everything, and they said the games that they felt he gambled on, he left his starting pitchers in longer than he would. So obviously he was the game.
Yeah, that means he was betting on his star pitcher to win the game or get him out there where they was in. So, if he leaving them longer, that means he's betting on his team to win.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not trying to say a bad apple, this and that, yada yada, but okay, he's gambling. I mean, if he's gambling on his own team to win, I'm kind of conflicted with it.
No, but the issue is on whether he bet to lose.
What'd you say, Ray?
And it's the issue is more so
I understand.
Did Pete Rose
because they can target pitchers. I mean, leaving your pitcher in the whole game, that definitely can throw the game off. If he's tired and you don't have no velocity on his pitches. Really?
Just because you don't see pitchers nowadays pitch more than 6 innings don't mean that they can't do it.
But they do get sluggish after a long period of time, especially over 100 pitches. Now we have seen this. We actually seen guys throw over 100 pitches this season.
Not Tom Glavine, not Roger Clemens, not those guys. Randy Johnson.
You name the kind of newer guys. We're talking about
70s and 80s with pitchers.
That's what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying, they learned their pitching from that era. So that was passed down to the Randy Johnson era. Those guys went the distance. Them guys were thumpers. So I don't think I think he was trying to win. I don't know what he was trying to do.
He said, I don't know what he trying. Cause look, you look, because fatigue. We don't act like fatigue don't come in place with
out of this. We don't have to put him in as a manager. You put him in as a player.
That's what I'm saying though. It's him as personal. As a player, as a manager, it's just his name tied to it sets it all off.
Do you believe in grace? Do you believe in grace?
It's not me, y'all. I'm telling you what. You acting like I'm telling you why he's not getting in the major league stand. I'm telling you the standards. This is not my standards. I don't give a. I want Sammy Sosa in. I want Mark McGwire in. I want Barry Bonds in. I want A-Rod in.
Hold on, because if Pete Rose admitted to it when he should have, he be in right now.
He'll be in,
yeah. Yeah, that line, yep. Shouldn't lie. They said lines don't use it.
He was about it at first, and then
there's more forgiveness for Andy Pettitte. There's more forgiveness for Andy Pettitte.
Maybe he should have been up front. You know what, guys? Man, I messed up big time. Y'all got me. Yes, I bet on it. Yeah, that would probably be a little bit more again, but he doubled down, tripled down.
You know what else they can do also? Put him, Barry Bonds, all these players. You put them in the Hall of Fame, and you put an asterisk by their name.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a fan of that.
All I'm asking you to do is forgive these give these people who have committed minor flaws in American society. If we can have a president that's going to be a felon, baseball, why
this is sports? You can't compare it to politics. This is sports.
Yes,
if sports was over today, you still live. But politics have more.
What I'm saying is
the day. It's about integrity.
What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. This is why you can tie them together. depends on who's judging and how they see it and how it favors them. Okay, like he said, if he comes out and he says, "I did this," and then it's okay. It's like I gotta punish you and humiliate you. You gotta go through this humiliation ritual and then pull you back out and say you can go into my Hall of Fame. The people that actually vote for the Hall of Fame, they're dorks, geeks, nerds, people that don't really probably even watch the game, especially in the NBA and the NFL.
I want to say that about baseball.
No, I don't think it's about baseball.
They're the main one.
Baseball voters, they not.
But listen, but I guarantee the guys who are voting against Pete Rose, they're just doing what it's copy and paste. Humans do this.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's just you mad, I'm gonna be mad too. You disagree, I disagree. Go do your homework first and kind of do research on it. Because it's a minor blip on a great career. It's a minor.
It's not minor. And Major League Baseball is not minor. That's what I'm telling you. You can't look at it like the NFL, NBA. Major League Baseball, they say prestige. Even the Yankees, they all about.
Think about it. Think about it. RC. If Phil Jackson had a bet going that his Chicago Bulls would lose. Nah, come on, man. You don't know that.
Jordan,
you got proof? You got
Michael
proof?
Jordan. I guarantee you Michael Jordan betted on the Bulls. I guarantee you.
You got proof. You can't guarantee something you don't have proof, RC.
I don't got no proof. You ain't got no proof on Pete Rose doing anything.
Well, he married it.
Michael Jordan is a gambler. So you don't think Mike said in this quarter I'm gonna hit 25?
I don't know. I'm not gonna put that out there on somebody. I'm not gonna put that out there if I don't know.
But I'm just saying hypothetically that
if he was a Diddy party, I'm just saying, yeah, RC, he was doing that stuff too. Just because you were there don't mean that.
But I'm saying I got a gambler. I got a gambler in Michael Jordan. Everybody knows Michael Jordan gamble. Okay.
Sure.
So Michael Jordan, there is a known fact that Mike is competitive. If Mike, I don't doubt that he did it. I would doubt that those players.
I'm not gonna say that.
2 quarters with the towel guy.
Yeah, but he may did, but that I'm not gonna put that on somebody and put that out there.
It's not like you making it sound like it's far-fetched. It's far-fetched.
But let me say real quick. Like Randy, you bring up what if Phil Jackson bet on the games? Hell, he wasn't betting to lose.
But the thing is that we don't know. I mean, Pete has said that he had never bet on his team
to lose.
Yeah, he lied about that.
Right.
So what else could he be lying about?
Let me say this. Let me ask this. Okay, he says he's never bet on his team to lose. How was he as a manager?
It was good.
I think he was pretty good. Yeah,
he was pretty damn good.
But what is the Baseball Hall of Fame about? It's about what?
Pretty good.
I don't even remember.
Is it about your stats? It's about your, where you ranked amongst the greats. Yeah. Can I talk baseball without mentioning Pete Rose? God dog, do you realize we still talking about Pete Rose right now? Pete Rose is been gone, probably been dead a lot longer than he's been dead. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. You just told a guy that loved baseball that he's not baseball. He's been dead a long time, and that man, they took something from that man.
Well, just kind of, but if you did something wrong, then that shouldn't excuse the fact that he did something wrong. You just can't throw that away.
Oh, brother, boy.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, I like. Look, you can praise the guy and everything. You can give him flowers, but if they did something
wrong, anything wrong, man.
And that's just it, man. Like, we should, if I knew the consequences of my actions, then just accept the consequences of actions. If the Major League Baseball don't want in, then that's their thing. I don't care, but as a man, if I was in the wrong, if I did something terrible, if I did something wrong like that, then I'll accept any punishment they give me because I knew better. Like, I knew better, and that's on me because I was taught not to do stuff that diminish who I am, and I didn't diminish the Major League Baseball as a sport. I diminished myself as a person.
I gotta say, and I think Flowers, you may want to jump in after, but yeah, the whole thing about steroids, like I'm very torn to this day about Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens, because look, when Roger Clemens was with Toronto, in those 2 seasons he won the Cy Young both times, and that's when he was picked for. That's when he was pinched for steroid use. But I think about it like this: if Usain Bolt came out to say that he had done steroids, that would break my heart so much, because the absolute dominance that Usain Bolt had in the Olympics to win all of those gold medals. He never won a silver. He never, like, from what I know, it was always gold.
Yep.
And if he was now implicated in steroid use, I would just be so disgusted. It's the same thing with me and Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. They probably
Yeah, I
wouldn't have
hated
needed
that.
steroids. They probably wouldn't have needed steroids.
Yeah,
I mean, Barry Bonds was already a legend out of Pittsburgh.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But it does seem that you guys are think that Bonds and Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I'm torn like you, Randy, because I feel like they should be in, because I mean
Great players.
Baseball. Lord knows probably 75, 85
Sammy Sosa.
he was taking steroids.
Sammy Sosa.
Sosa does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Steroids are not. No, I'm sorry. No.
Man, come on, man.
No.
Talking about the quarterback. Oh man, look, nah, he already had the power.
It took steroids.
Baseball is one of the hardest sports to play. And so what I say about steroids, okay, steroids prolong a career.
Right.
Whether LeBron wants to admit it, LeBron is taking something to prolong his career. He's a human just like you and I. Whether it's steroids, HG, it's so much stuff out there. Like, you had Ray Lewis come back from a torn bicep to play in the Super Bowl. They saying deer antler spray. Listen, all the great athletes in history, that Hall of Fame in the NFL got some steroids in it. Okay?
Yeah.
Because
you
can't go from a week to week in a physical sport like that and play without some type of something, right?
Think of what steroids do.
It heals.
Advocate for steroids or nothing.
Yeah,
but but they help your muscles heal.
They want to take Barry Bonds. They want to get Barry Bonds like this, and this is where they can't touch Barry Bonds. It don't help you hit a baseball.
Nope.
He was getting one pitch a game. He was getting one. I'm gonna say it again. One pitch.
Oh, I don't know, RC. I don't know. Because we all know Barry Bonds hit 73 home runs, and I'll never forget the season before. His second. The season. So I have a brain cramp right now. I can't even talk. But I mean, like the most home runs he had in one season. Thank you. Now I spit it out. Was 49.
Right.
And it was 10 years prior.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to go from 49 to 73 a decade after the fact?
And that dude changed the play of the game with them home runs.
Listen, I'm more available to you. I'm more available to you because I'm enhancing. So think about this. When you see a guy in his 40s, anytime you see a guy in his early 30s on up and he's muscle bound, okay? And let's go look at his mom and daddy. If his mom and daddy, if mama didn't run track, daddy they doing something they ain't got no business. It's either gonna be, it don't have to be something illegal. A lot of shit is legal now. Okay.
Yep.
You can take listen.
Sure.
A guy that was mentoring me when I was training and I was teaching and I was doing a whole personal training stuff. He had me believing the metrics, the nutrients and the protein and the creatine, which your body naturally makes some of this stuff, creatine for sure. And you can eat your protein. He had all this, but then I found something in his room. And I was torn about it. Like, you lying to me. I'm working my butt off to look like you, but you cheating the process because God ain't create all men to look like Greek gods. So what Barry Bonds forehead, LeBron James forehead, look at the forehead. I always look at the forehead when it started here. Barry Bonds' whole entire head was small. So, and he got bigger, but it don't help you be a great athlete. You have a lot of
Well,
examples of big muscle-bound men who can't do shit
it
with
was a
the
lot
muscle.
smaller when I was 18 because I've been eating a lot of Big Macs, but please go ahead.
But I'm saying muscle don't make you a great athlete. Ability do.
But to your point, like okay, steroids may help with the process to heal faster. Okay, I could be into that. I mean, I'm sure the Kansas City Chiefs could use some of those steroids for all those walking wounded. But don't take the steroids if you're healthy. Barry Bonds didn't okay. Why does Barry? What injuries did Barry Bonds have for him to nurse? He doesn't have ACL injuries to worry.
I'm a Giants fan. Barry got hit a lot with a baseball. Now I've been blessed to be at a park and be right behind the plate and hear it. Okay, and the ball hitting at a velocity, but then also they play a lot of games.
Sure.
And then listen, man, you know what was crazy about me and Flowers were talking about McGuire earlier. Because his name don't come up that much because he's kind of cleaned up his image. See, he's trying to prepare himself to get in there. He's
a rake. He's a rake now.
So, but when you saw Canseco and you saw McGuire and you saw the Giambi brothers and you knew something was wrong because the uniform didn't even fit on the body right? When you saw Barry, he got bigger, but you really didn't look at him like you looked at them. They looked like bodybuilders playing baseball. Remember Craig Biggio and
Jeff Bagwell.
And Lenny Dykstra. Their legs were big. Man, listen, baseball. But we would not have watched baseball the way we watched baseball in that era of baseball without the excitement that they created around baseball. It saved baseball. It really did. I'm not for it. But it saved the game. I think it saved the game.
No, I think there's value to that for sure. I think there's value to that.